This is a painting of my mom by my dad. And this is another painting with my dad, by my dad. And this is my $1,400 mattress that was prior to September 23rd in storage. $1,400 mattress. Now I have a home for it. And this isn't exactly like my Mercantile Square loft. So when I initially moved out, my friend Jeremy helped me, and I initially had a much smaller storage. We just barely had enough room to put my bed and my things in. I couldn't walk into it, so I decided to pay a little bit more and have a larger storage. So my storage is this big, and I can actually walk into it, and it's locked. And my first storage was only this size. That's much smaller. You can see, and I could just had room to put my bed and TV, and I couldn't walk into it. You can see the size difference. And this storage, which I'll probably end up keeping, is much bigger. I'll show you why. I don't have this organized like I want it, but I can physically walk into it, and it's not organized yet. But this is my bed that I've set up on the platform, so it literally sits on the platform just like on my apartment. And I have my flat screen TV. There's no electricity or light in here. And then I have my TV stand. I have a dolly, couple suitcases, my massage table, but I've come back here to pick up my laundry. St. Mark's Coffee Shop just opened up Saturday morning, January 24th, 2025. I'm 71 years old, turned 71 September 13th. Now it's winter time here. I'm going yet through another transition. How do I bottom line this so you stay long enough to hear what I have to say? In the TikTok world, people's attention span is very short. The average Geico commercial is 34 seconds. And that's 34 seconds right there. So in a Geico world, TikTok world, you're long gone. I can't say a whole lot in 34 seconds. So I'm looking for those people that are similar, and they may be just my Lyft riders. Why am I saying that? I have picked up over 4,000 Lyft riders since I got on the Lyft platform. These are some timelines that are very important. I came back here to Denver, Colorado in a 2017 Prius Touring. Starbucks, Saturday morning. I'm 71 years old, a few days before my mom's 90th birthday, January 1st. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be there. I wasn't there when my dad celebrated his 90th birthday, and I wasn't there when my dad died. It would mean the world to me. I mean, it would mean the world to my mom if I was there. That's one of the things about money. Money isn't just about buying cars and houses. Money also can make a difference between being with someone you love, like my mom on her 90th birthday. And this is my mailbox. I do have a mailing address, but there's a really strong possibility, I think about 90% chance, unfortunately, after being here 2 years and 4 months, I may be losing my apartment. And it's gonna break my heart. And I may have to go back to sleeping in the front seat of my car, but at least I'll have, at this point, my 2019 Kia rental Lyft car to make money. So I can survive, but I may end up owing several $1,000s on top of it, what makes it even worse. I can hear this guy yelling help. He just walks around yelling help. every day. This is outside of my place of Denver. So when I push this button, it'll tell me it's 33 degrees and it's 5:24 a.m. Starbucks opens up at 5:30. Now I can type in Starbucks, see Starbucks. It'll show one that's just 2 blocks away. But the one I'm walking to, see, these are all the Starbucks within walking distance. Video. But given that my TV stand, and my bed were in storage, I was paying $200 a month for it, sleeping in the front seat of my black, all-electric car for Lyft, and paying $380 a week or $1,600 a month, and sleeping in my car and pretty much homeless. This has been a vast improvement. This is from June 1972. I graduated from Monte Vista High School in San Diego, California, where I lived from age 7 to 37. Alexa, volume 3. And this is my one and only wife that I married at the Self-Realization Fellowship Church on October 18th, 1981 at age 28. She proposed to me after only knowing me 3 weeks, after I was doing Paramahansa Yogananda, my guru's soulmate affirmations. I met her at the Earth Song bookstore, looking at metaphysical books. She went home that day and told her roommate and Dana Point that she just met the man she was going to marry. We got married October 18th, 1981. After getting married, we went to the New Mexico School of Natural Therapeutics. Okay, I'm recording this midday, November 17th, 2025, and this is my newest iPhone. And I'm filming this on my original iPhone that I actually upgraded in Encinitas/San Diego when I was car camping in Encinitas, all the way from basically New Year's to April. And up to that point, I had iPhones. And in fact, I took my original iPhone all 5 trips to Japan, took photos and videos, but I did it on my iPhone that had only 127 gigabytes of storage. I didn't think it even mattered until later when I set up my own Driving to Tokyo channel. Up to that point, I just had a Doug Werma channel with all kinds of hodgepodge of videos. And then I took things more seriously when I started my Driving to Tokyo channel and paid Mike, who is the co-founder of the Video Matrix, Turning Fear into Power. And I teamed up with him for 90 days and actually paid him $7,000 to work with me for 90 days to do the things that I didn't know how to do, like set up a website, set up thumbnails, and all of the behind the scenes things that happen. What I had was the million miles. At that point, I was still driving for night transportation, but in the end, as I was picking up my last load, November 5, 2021, I had driven 300,000 miles with my first company, CRST, and traveled about 650,000 miles. And then I got on board officially with Night Transportation's largest terminal in Phoenix, May of 2012, and ultimately was with Night Transportation about a decade. Just a couple days ago, see, I've got two Alexuses. The taller one is my original one that still works. This shorter one was actually my mother's Alexa. Shoot. And what I did just a couple days ago, this one I've had for years, every time I plugged it in for any length of time, it would turn off. So I'd have to reboot it. So I asked my mom just if I could use her Alexa that she was primarily using to play music in the living room. So I plugged it in because it stays on. It's connected to my $30 a month T-Mobile Wi-Fi that also allows me to, on my 65-inch TV, to have free Google TV. But I primarily use this monitor where I can take, for example, with this phone, without any cords or anything, on this new iPhone, I can, without any cables or adapters, I can go to play on my monitor, and then Garage, and this exact video that I recorded this morning on this phone can be projected onto this monitor. So I'm gonna go ahead and push the stop button. And this video I'm recording now will be captured onto this library. So I have two different iPhones. One's a brand new one that has all the custom cool upgrades, and this one is from the spring of 2022. So I'm gonna press the stop button. Now what's really cool, even though this is going on this library, I can airdrop it onto this phone. But let me go ahead and push the stop button. And then, this is a conversation I literally had with this upgraded Alexa this morning when I got up about, I think it was around 1 o'clock in the morning, and I recorded this conversation coming at you next. Okay, why? Okay, come on. Put this down, and I'm gonna turn this video off and play this video from this phone onto my big monitor right here.